Wanted, very wanted.
Any questions?
The Hardy Twins. Is that the Hardy Boys? You gotta hunt down the Hardy Boys? Alright, welcome, welcome, welcome. So this here is what you can see on the amazing loading screen. Driver, and there is Tanner, the undercover cop you play as. Alright, let's try this again. So you don't really ever hear about this game now. Whew, there's 3. Mainly because of this mission. Like, when this game came out, it was huge. But now you see it in like top 10 lists. Like, oh, top 10 amazing games that were held back by one bad level, or top 10 worst levels in a video game. Oops. And there's always people in the comments like, oh, I was never able to beat the game because of that training mission. And the difficulty is not necessarily... Okay, I got the lap. Oh, crap. Nope. Oh, I got... Okay, I thought I only had 3. Come on. Okay, I got the 360. Reverse 180. And... Oh, come on. That was reverse 180. Wrong button. Yeah. No.
Maybe I'll give you a call when I need a ride to the grocery.
Anyways, yeah, the difficulty is not necessarily the move list. It's the time limit. It's just decently tight, and also, well, apparently you can hit 4 things. I thought I could only hit 3 things, so I'm glad I have that extra. But I'll come back to chat after I finish this. Hopefully, just a couple more tries.
Hey, man. Maybe I'll give you a call when I need a ride to the grocery store.
Oh boy.
Maybe I'll give you a call when I need a ride to the grocery store.
Oh, come on. That was good.
Maybe I'll give you a call when
Why
I need a
can't I
ride
get
to
the reverse
grocery store.
180?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Just
Hey, man.
end it all.
Take the car, man. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Oh, that's how you do it. All right. So as you can see, just looking at this is already like quite the leap over Destruction Derby 2. This came out in '99. I'm not sure when Destruction Derby 2 came out, but yeah, you select missions, back to title screen in your apartment. Take a Drive is just free roam. Yeah, instead of like Grand Theft Auto, actually in the original 2 Grand Theft Autos, which actually I'll show those right now. Ah, yay, 10 controls. Wait, no. Okay, you gotta hit X to move. Boy, that takes some getting used to. But at least you can run people over. Oops. And in theory, you can back up. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, that's awkward to get used to. Oh, I hit something. Well, as you can see, Grand Theft Auto 1 looks quite a bit different than 3, which is when most people came onto the series. Oops. This game was successful. I couldn't find all the sales figures, but jeez, looks like in the first year, Take-Two announced that they had sold 1 million copies between, or at least shipped out 1 million copies between the PlayStation and the PC. The reviews were kind of mixed on this first one, but dang, it sold well. People enjoyed it. It was a fun arcadey game. Jump to GTA 2 for a moment here. Definitely some improvements. On PlayStation 1, the graphics are a tiny bit better, not much better, but the camera doesn't jerk around nearly as badly, so it's a little easier to keep track of where you are. The vehicle's a little bit stiffer. The last one was really floaty, so definitely improved. And you saw that in like sales and reviews also. If only I had a gun. Ooh. What's this icon? Oh, I hate these controls. So you have to, oops. You just float over everything. Yeah, you have to turn and then use the X and the square button to run. Anyways, whereas the first game I think got mostly load of mixed reviews, probably just mixed. Anyways, this game, love running backwards. This game kind of still mixed, but definitely higher overall. And sales, I don't know what the PC sales were, but whereas the previous game was 1 million between PlayStation and PC, this game was just over 1.1 million on PlayStation alone. So definitely a better selling game. But at least I got a little action in here. Alright, let's... I hate the controls in this. Light type. I want well. So anyways, in the original 2 Grand Theft Auto games, you'd get jobs by going to, sure, let's accept it, by going to payphones and talking to various gangs. And it was basically, like, the gangs didn't really, it's kind of like mercenaries, where the different groups don't necessarily like each other, so if you start doing a lot of jobs for one of them, then you probably be disliked by another. Alright. First mission. I'm gonna precursor to the to the GPS system. Man, those cars like go from these blocks to an actual vehicle pretty quickly. One unique thing about this game is you actually have to follow the law. Like if you're running red lights or speeding, then the cops are going to chase you. And you can see the cops, they're little, there'll be little marks on the map, little white marks. I can talk. So this game was huge when it released. Like I said, nowadays people only complain about that, about the there goes my upcap, about that first mission. Seriously? Gotta get there in the last 10 seconds? Like, what the heck? But, like, when this game came out, like, sure, with the Grand Theft Auto games, you could do more in them, but especially like in PlayStation 1 days, when everyone forgot about old school games and all that mattered was 3D graphics. I'm sure the way this looked over the way GTA looked really helped this series. But these first two games doing much better than Grand Theft Auto at the time. I don't have the complete sales, and actually they're on my phone right now for just a PS1. Hold on 1 second. Alright, Driver 1, it looks like that was a little over 3.2 million, and Driver 2, 2.5 million on the PlayStation 1. So they definitely, like, you know, nowadays, this series gets dismissed. Oh, I mean, the last game, people really like that, the Driver San Francisco. But the first two games it's basically forgotten. The first game is forgotten because of how hard that first mission can be. The second game, I mean, it wasn't as good as the first game, so that was just forgotten. And now they're both overshadowed. What? I said too slow. Now they're both overshadowed by how bad Driver 3 was. But I lost my train of thought. Do the next mission. I'm not even going to listen. I don't even care. Let's just do the mission. I can't hear it anyways. I don't have the TV quite loud enough. And then I'll try to jump a little ahead in the game, see if I can. I doubt I'll be able to get to a different city. That'll take too long. There's stinking 4 cities in this game. So nowadays, you know, this game definitely people would say, okay, this looks super limited, especially people. Sorry, I laugh every time that hubcap. Especially people who were introduced to this genre with like Grand Theft Auto 3 and beyond. But having like a massive, let's see if I can start a map screen. Show map. Like having a world that big for you to explore was basically unheard of on consoles in that day. And they're like procedure generated games and other stuff like that, like bigger games on PC obviously, but on a console you didn't have nearly as much to work with at the time. Well, obviously you still don't. But the fact that they have that, but not just that, but altogether there are 4 cities. Yeah, this game's huge. And sure, you can't get out of your vehicle in mission, so in that way it does make it feel a little more limited. Oh my word. Oh, that didn't work. Actually, this is kind of showing off much better damage modeling than what you were seeing in the come on. That didn't work. In the Destruction Derby game. Like, they actually are deforming instead of just like, oh, look, my hood's gone. Oh, no. The hubcaps flying off is my favorite thing. That's so fantastic. This game was like a straight up love letter to like old car chase movies. Not good. You know, the vehicle driving like this big boat of a car, and I don't know how common that is outside of Michigan, but growing up I always heard like big old cars described as boats. The controls, like they slide around. What the heck? you're sliding around corners because you know, they wanted to capture the feeling of like Bullet and French Connection, other classic chase movies. The hubcaps, of course. There's a button dedicated to burning out. Like, this is just, and I don't know, it's still a lot of fun. I don't think I'm ever going to do like a full playthrough of this game for YouTube though. Jeez. Yep, I'm on one long stretch of road. You're behind me. I don't know where he went. He completely disappeared. Oh, he's tricky. Oops. Ah. After this mission, I'm going to play ahead and I'll come back on a later mission. If I can, I'll try to get to a different city. A little change of scenery. Again, he was just going straight forward on a straight road. I don't know where he went. Antifreeze. Alright, let's, son of a... You just hit a pedestrian. I'm not gonna have to lose the cop, am I? Oh, this is gonna be bad. And turn! Overturned! Yes. Yes, I am. He's not dead. He's like still in that car. Gee, I don't know where he went. Lost track of him, even though he just went around the block. Alright, so I'm back. I was unable to get to the next city, but in some of the driving games, San Francisco is already unlocked. So you start out in Miami, then there's San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York. So I can play it in the driving game, so I'll show you San Francisco there. Yeah, I had to cheat to get past one level because there's like 2 or 3 missions that are like back to back to back, so you start the next stage of it with the same stats you left with. So it's like, alright, I'm starting this stage with high felony and like 70% damage on my car. Hope I don't die in 3 seconds. And so I used a cheat, got past that level. Oops. I was talking too long. And then I, yeah, a couple levels later, there was one where it was, you had to chase down a guy and damage his vehicle. Ooh, rain effects. Problem was, boy, he doesn't have to get too far away from you before they tell you that you lost him. So that was kind of annoying, especially when you hit him and it sends your car sliding, and then you, while trying to turn around, hit a pedestrian vehicle. Like, oh, now you lost him. But I seem to have a glitch on the menus. You might notice that there are words missing here. So I believe the one I want is 1, 2. I believe that's the one I want. And we'll go to San Francisco. And this is, I believe, survival, if I saw it when it flashed up there, where you just start with like full felony and a whole bunch of cop cars chasing you. I'll do a couple of these because they're usually pretty fun. And yeah, you can see them just converging on me already. I'll do a couple of these and I'll show the... This might be a good one to show off the director's mode, actually. Holy crap. Chase that upside down. So I was watching this list of games that are, or sequels that were bad. And they listed Driver 3, which is not surprising. But I think their reasoning was bad film director. Like, oh, Driver 1 and 2 had its own identity, and like their example of it having its own identity was basically that, you know, in this one you can't get out of the car, and the second one you can't do much when you get out of the car, but the third one, oh, it's just a straight up GTA clone. And so when they were arguing that in the comments, someone in the comments like, well, Driver 1 and 2 were just driving games, and then in 3 it became a crime game, and GTA was the first to combine like the open world and crime, so it became a GTA clone. Then I'm sitting here thinking, like, you're an undercover cop becoming a wheelman for a crime syndicate, but no, this game has nothing to do with crime. Anyways, so you got some options here. Yeah, you can move the camera around. Your car or Pursuer? How do I change that? Oh well. I don't know. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, that worked. Alright, let's get a good one. Oh, we're good. 14 seconds. All right, first up. I had one, like the very first chase survival I did. Thought the replay was going good, and when I hit OK, it didn't. I didn't hit the memory card icon. I just clicked the OK, and it erased everything I did. It's like awesome. Well, I was hoping I was going to play it without all the stuff on the screen, but whatever. Here's my first one. Oh, so exciting. I like the cop cars flying. And watch out for signs. Oh, man. I can't remember if they have this mode in Stuntman or not. I know they have it in Driver 3. I might actually do a playthrough of Driver 3. Well, I'll finish my thought first. I remember when Driver 3 came out, I had this really great car chase. I was really proud of it. And so I spent probably an hour editing it, like trying to make it absolutely perfect. And there was one camera angle I wanted to tweak, I think. When I went and clicked on it and told it to edit it, it like literally erased everything I had done. And it took the wind out of my sails so much. I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm not going to start from scratch. But I said earlier that I'd probably want to do a full playthrough of Driver 1. Same for Driver 2. I think with how far the genre's come, I feel like a playthrough of these games wouldn't be as interesting. But I might do Driver 3 just... wow. Just because the game is so incredibly glitchy. Oh yeah, this is only took like 15 seconds. It was like 14.99 seconds. I didn't exactly do well. But anyways, with how glitchy and broken Driver 3 was, that might actually be a fun playthrough. No clue if I'll actually be able to finish it, but it would be fun to try. And let's see, I have it on Xbox. I'd probably try to find it on PlayStation 2, because I don't think it was ever patched for PlayStation 2. Although I don't know if the patches for the PlayStation or the Xbox was like a download, because Xbox did have the Xbox Live, or if it was like a re-released version of it. I don't know. I'll have to do some research, see if the version I have is going to be the old garbage or patched, because I want it glitches. I want all the glitches. Give me all the glitches. This was the good one. This one went on for like a minute. Man, they just don't care about pedestrians. There goes that hubcap. The damage models in this game are actually pretty impressive. Because like you're literally storing different versions of that car. So it's not just like, oh, I took this car and I dented it. Now, technically speaking, it's a completely different vehicle. And so the more detailed the damage, like the more states of damage you have, the more memory it's going to take up. So they did a good job with it. I like that. All right, here we come to the end. Almost got away. A little jumping around there at the end. All right, well, that's the end of it. Now I just got to go through like 2 hours of footage, because I left it recording the entire time I was trying to direct these things. Anyways, until next time, my dear friends, until next time.